So the Outrider game is only 6-7 weeks away from launch now, and they gave us a bunch of details about what we can expect as far as Endgame goes in Outriders, and they also gave us in-depth details about how crafting and modding is going to work in Outriders. Hey guys, this is Chris of B&B Gaming. Welcome back, and I hope you're doing awesome today. Thank you for taking the time to check out this video, and thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. They definitely help me out by letting YouTube know that you like the video, which gets them to promote it a little bit more and the channel to grow, etc. And I definitely appreciate it. Now to start out with, guys, I'm going to do an overview of the broadcast number 4 they did a while back here, and I'm going to fill in more details as we go through here to hopefully give us a better picture of what we can expect in Outriders Endgame and as far as modding and crafting go in this new co-op looter shooter. Now to start out with, Endgame is only going to be available once, we finish the campaign. And again, they reiterated that we can expect 25 to 40 hours from our first playthrough. And the 25 hours, they're saying if you just go for all the story missions, don't bother with the side quests. But if you do the side quests, you can expect anywhere from, 40 hours around that mark. So anyways, they say once we complete the campaign, we're going to be, beamed over to a new camp that's going to have a new kind of area or table that's going to have a new map here that's going to have brand new, all new locations that we can go to, and they're going to be called expeditions. Now, from what I can tell, they remind me a lot of strikes in Destiny, where they're going to be, it seems like we're going to go from point A to point B, kill a boss at the end, and then we're going to get all our goodies. Now, according to People Can Fly, they're saying that these new expeditions are going to be big, handcrafted levels that are going to have their own mechanics and their own storylines. And they're saying there's anywhere from 14 to 15 of them, and I'm not really sure. It could be 14, could be 15. Anyways, as far as the expeditions go, there's multiple layers to them as far as what kind of rewards you're going to get from them. To start with, they introduced the challenge tier system. So the challenge tier itself has 15 levels. Anyways, the rewards we're going to be able to get here are going to be based on how fast we clear the level and also what challenge tier we've chosen. So we have, no metal, we have bronze, we have silver, we have gold, and also it's going to be multiplied by whatever challenge tier we're on here. So we get potentially more rare, more epic, more legendary gear depending on how far we push ourselves in the game. As far as rewards go, we have the drop pod resources. Maybe this is just an endgame currency. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And of course, we get loot. And finally, we also unlock new challenge tiers, and we can also unlock new expeditions. Now, the nice thing about the expedition system is, if, say, for example, you're trying it on challenge tier 3 and you don't quite make it to, bronze or silver or whatever, you can drop the challenge tier down, and of course this is going to affect how much loot you're going to get and the quality of the gear, but at least you'll be able to finish it. So again, unlocking these new tiers will unlock these new locations, and ultimately will unlock the final mission or expedition called the Eye of the Storm. Now, in order for us to actually get up to that level, we're going to have to push ourselves in these challenge tiers to get higher level gear from these drops. So overall in the campaign, our max player level is going to reach level 30, but just like in the world tier system, in this expedition system, we're going to be able to equip gear that is much higher than that level 30, and they're saying max level for this gear is level 50. And of course, the only way we're going to get that max level 50 gear is by playing the challenge tier system on the highest difficulties. Now, in order to beat these expeditions on the highest challenge tiers, we're going to have to really dig into modding, crafting, and upgrading. And they gave us quite a bit of detail about this. Now, in the background, they actually showed off 5 legendary weapons over the last week here. And this ties into, as far as the mods go, that we're going to be able to take these mods off these weapons and combine them with other mods and make, like Frankenstein monster, machine guns, etc. Anyways, as far as the mods go, they're saying there's actually 3 tiers of mods. And the first example they gave us is of mods that actually give us powers from the different classes. So for example, here we have Golem, which gives us Golem skin for 3 seconds after a killing blow. So Golem basically is tied to the Devastator class, but we could have that on Pyromancer, Trickster, or even Techromancer. Here with the Grim Marrow, you have improved stiffening, and it says that shots inflict slow effect. Now this is a trademark of the Trickster class, so you can put it on Devastator, Techromancer, Pyromancer, whatever you like. So they're saying we have 2 distinct types of mods. First we have general mods, which, we just talked about, slow bullets, adding Golem skin, etc. But we also have skill mods that are class specific. So they're saying with these skill mods that they can buff and change your 8 anomaly powers that are connected to your class. So for example, they said you can get a mod that'll give you a second temporal slice for the Trickster, and they also showed an example of having multiple spikes with the Devastator. Now the skill mods themselves are going to be tied to your armor, and they did confirm there are legendary armor sets in the game. Now collecting these mods is actually pretty simple. All you have to do is just dismantle gear and you'll get that mod. So rarity is going to determine where you're going to find these mods and what tier these mods are going to spawn with. So for example, tier number 3 are mods you're only going to find on legendary gear. Here they have the example of Absolute Zero, which has freezing bullets. They take the mod from Thunderbird, which has Lightning Strike, and they add it to Absolute Zero, and you get fried popsicles. Now one caveat about the mod system is, if a weapon already has 2 slotted mods, you're only going to be able to swap out one of them. So this actually opens the door for taking a rare weapon and just upgrading it, and so you can put up whatever mods you want on it. And this leads us into improving rarity. One cool feature I like about this game is we're going to be able to take say for example a rare assault rifle, and we're going to be able to improve its rarity, which improves its firepower, and if it's armor, its armor value. Another thing they showed off is swap variant, which you can actually change the fire rate, so you can take a machine gun, turn it into an assault rifle, 3-round burst, or hopefully they also have rapid fire mods, because that'd be pretty cool. Especially if you think like the Trickster or Devastator, where you're really close up, you could take a LMG and put a rapid fire mod on it and just, that'd be awesome. And of course we can level up our weapons, so if we have a level 17 rare assault rifle we really like, we can bring it all the way up to level 30 and make it really good. And as far as how many mods are actually in the game, they said there's upwards of 350 different mods spread across weapons and armor in Outriders. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Are you excited about Outriders? What do you think about this endgame content? What do you think about crafting and modding in Outriders? Let me know what you think. For me, the more I dig into this game, to do these videos, the more excited I get about it, because I can see the level of detail, the level of deep thought they've put into this game. One thing they talk about the expeditions is we're really going to have to dig into our skill trees, into our builds, into our mods and everything in order to beat these expeditions on the higher levels and hopefully get to the Eye of the Storm. Now, in order for a game like that to work, you have to have very bright, very talented people who know how to put those systems in place. And I'm assuming they know how to do that with Outriders. So I think potentially this game could be amazing. Now that's assuming, of course, that the gameplay loop is actually fun and exciting. I'm going to assume it is, because otherwise why would you build all this stuff around a game that isn't fun? So I'm going to assume the game's really fun, and if that's true, I think again Outriders could be a special game.